So what's good, y'all? We back with another video discussing another highly touted NBA draft prospect that has been projected into the top 5 in the class all season long, and that is Purdue star sophomore guard Jaden Ivey, who had himself an impressive season leading the Boilermakers to the 10th best team in the country on the AP Top 25, and also leading them to a 3rd seed in the NCAA tournament, all while averaging 17 points per game, 5 boards, and 3 assists, and being one of, if not the best combo guard in college basketball. He's even drawn comparisons to guys like John Morant and Russell Westbrook going into the draft, and to be honest, I can kind of see why, because Ivey is extremely talented, but there's no question that his best attribute is his elite athleticism. He can fly to the basket with the best of them, go coast to coast, and push in transition, whether that's off a rebound on a missed shot, or even pushing off of a made basket. Ivey is at his best when he's in the open court and can really kick it into the next gear when he sees that space to get to the rim. He's also got a very fast first step to go past his defenders and can score in a lot of different ways, whether that's off the dribble or even off of dribble handoffs, with him playing the 2 probably next season in the NBA, and as he had shown in his time in Purdue with him playing the 2 this past season as well. Jaden Ivey is a physical strong guard, and because of that, he got to the line quite a bit this past season, averaging 6 free throw attempts per game, playing 31 minutes a night, and with his minutes probably going to go up, with him being probably a top 5 pick this past or in this NBA draft, then I would expect those free throw attempt numbers to probably stay around that range because of the fact that he's a rookie. But make no mistake, he is going to make officials blow that whistle because he is such a strong guard. He's going to put pressure on the rim, and he's going to force his way to the free throw line with the way that he gets to the basket at ease. But not only is attacking the rack his specialty, but his shooting has also gotten better in comparison to his freshman season, especially from 3-point range. Ivey shot 26% from 3 on 4 attempts in his freshman year, but this past season he shot 36% from 3 on 5 attempts. That's a whole 10+% boost from one season to another. Even shot 1 more extra 3 this past season, so that's a big improvement for his 3-point ability in the game for Jaden Ivey. Even though he kind of slowed down from 3 down a stretch of this past season, despite being a 40+% 3-point shooter for a good portion of the first half of the year, I think if he can sustain shooting around that 35 to 36% range in the NBA from 3, then he should be fine, and he can keep the defense honest and have that in-between game. If he can get that in-between game, then it's pretty much a wrap. He'll pretty much be unguardable, but I think him getting a 3-point shot and shooting around that range will be really pivotal to how successful he will be in the next level, because if he can get that and then attack the basket with the way that he already does, it's going to be real trouble for opposing defenses if that comes into the league next season and he can really just maintain where he's at. Ivey has also gotten better as a playmaker, even though right now probably going to play mainly the 2 because of the fact that he is still trying to make that progression in the right direction as a playmaker. And I can definitely see him running the point one day, but just not yet. But if he does ever run the point really soon, that can probably be the best version of himself, because you give him the ball, you give him the keys to the offense, and he's an improved playmaker at this time, then it's pretty much going to be the best version of Jaden Ivey that we're going to see, because he'll be able to get to the rim whenever he needs to. He'll run the show, and dribble penetration is always key, especially in the NBA with the more spaced out floor and the better shooters that are going to be around him. So I'm really interested to see how he progresses as a playmaker as the years go on with his career. But on to the negatives, because Jaden Ivey has obviously shown that he has playmaking potential, but he still makes some questionable choices on that end and will sometimes force up a difficult shot at the rim instead of making the right pass. Or if he gets in trouble in midair, he'll decide to do a whole lot of jump passes, which is a problem that a lot of athletic guards have. You saw it a lot with Derrick Rose, and Jaden Ivey pretty much does the same thing. And if he can't slow down on that in the NBA level, it's going to be a real problem. But I think the coaching staff will help him, the film will help him, and I think he'll cut back on that going into his NBA rookie season. Ivey also has the potential to be a solid defender with his physical and athletic tools, but during his time in Purdue sometimes struggled to stay consistent and stay focused on that end. And obviously, lastly, even though he made a pretty significant jump as a shooter, I think he still needs some work on his shot. Kind of reminds me of Morant with the way he shoots with this weird kind of push shot mechanic. And because of his inconsistent shooting, sometimes his game in the half court suffers because doesn't really got much of a mid-range game, and then it becomes easier for opposing defenses to contain him. But maybe with the more spread out floor in the NBA, things will change for the better, because Jaden Ivey is my favorite player coming out of the draft, and right now I'd say it seems likely that we'll probably be seeing him wearing a Pistons jersey, or maybe playing in Indiana next season as a rookie, heading into his first NBA year. Anyways, that's going to do it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Link will be down in the description below. If you want to check out more NBA draft content, you can find that on my channel. I talked about Paolo Banchero recently. You can go check that out. I'll be in the description as well. This has been a checkup where we talk hoops and hoops only, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.